Sorry I'm late. I just had this family at my bar who would just not leave. Do you know what I hate?
Popular music. Ducks. Wearing a bra. Other people's happiness.
No, I hate it when you go to a table and they don't even acknowledge your existence. You know, if I ever had kids, which I would never do, I would totally force them to listen to this podcast.
For the sex talk or the foul language?
No, for the real talk and lessons on how to exist in public spaces.
We really should be classified under educational on iTunes.
We're at least a cautionary tale not to take liberal arts in college.
Hey, I took French.
Oh, and don't do drugs.
Hello again, and welcome to another episode of GBP, the Gratuitous Behavior Podcast, the only podcast dedicated to servers, hosts, bartenders,
And the entire freaking family.
busboys, dishwashers, and everyone indentured in the service industry. I'm your host, Wesley Greene, and you just heard my co-host, the ultra-inclusive Avery Leigh Davis.
Thank you, Wes, for having me. It's such an honor to be here again.
Avery, I'm glad we caught you in such a chipper mood.
Oh, why?
'Cause you're gonna hate this. A server in Muncie, Indiana was more than pleasantly surprised last week when a customer left her a very generous tip, a $1,000 gratuity, along with a simple note that read, "I hope this helps."
Oh my god, you're totally right. I hate this. Like, that helps what?
The server explained she had mentioned saving money for college tuition when the unknown customer extended a helping hand.
Shut the front door. Why does this never happen to me? I have student loans and I complain about them all the time.
You really do. And I know this sounds stupid, but do you think a $1,000 tip would really change your life?
It would help.
I feel like we should take a moment right now to thank all the kind men and women who graciously leave us money every day.
Thank you.
We appreciate the generosity of others, but that's just a ridiculous tip.
You know, I would literally draw directions to anyone that wants to leave me a $1,000 tip.
Big picture, do you think this money even changed that server's life? Like, do you think she used any of this money for her so-called college tuition?
I'm sure she invested it wisely.
Avery, what would you do if some beacon of human kindness left you that type of money?
I would totally, pay it forward.
Like charity?
No. Oh my god. I would go out with all my friends to all my favorite bars and tip all my favorite bartenders very generously.
Deep.
Karma.
Speaking of karma,
All right, Internet, this week's You've Been Served is brought to you by Audible.
no, it's not. Nothing's brought to you by anyone.
Wes, I need that MailChimp money, man. I can't keep serving families. So I had a pretty good night at work. I mean, decent crowd, lots of people eating and drinking.
Sounds too good to be true.
I know. But there was this one guy sitting alone at the bar, not drunk or anything, but he kept ordering doubles.
Red flag.
But he seems normal, so I don't think anything of it. But on his third double, he comes up to me and complains that he can't taste the vodka in his drink.
Oh my god, time for a public service announcement for all the other alcoholics of the world. You can't taste the booze in your drink because you're good at drinking. Congratulations, the more you know.
I mean, we have a pretty simple measuring system at work. You pour one shot, then you pour another shot. It's pretty fucking hard to screw up.
And what do you say when you explain that to him?
He threatened to call the cops.
Get the fuck out.
I know. And he thought they would actually take his side.
Over the missing vodka in his drink? Doesn't this man realize the police have actual things to do, like solve actual crimes?
I know. I handed him my phone and told him, go ahead, call the cops. I think they could use a good laugh.
What'd he do?
He took my phone and I think he called the cops. Or at least tried to put his number in my phone or something. Anyways, I got my phone back.
What a nut.
I know, shit like this happens all the time.
That's the thing about our particular line of work. You get to meet so many interesting people. This week's listener email comes from Stoller in Edmonton, who wrote in, just like you can, to queries@gratbehavior.com. Stoller writes, "Hi guys, I'm a server at a busy downtown restaurant and I love your show.
And I bet Stoller's very good at her job.
I love the way you share your personal lives with the audience. It really adds to the context of what the situations you talk about."
I try never to share any of my personal life, ever. Anyways, what's a stupid question?
Stoller's question is this: we all complain about our jobs, but what made you want to start a podcast dedicated to in the first place? Again, love your show. Blah, blah, blah.
It's a really good question. Why did we start the podcast? I had
Well,
no
my
idea what
modeling
to do
career
after
had just
college.
failed.
And
But
I
knew
had a
I'd
lot
work
of
in
free
media
time between
eventually.
the hours of 3 and 5 a.m.
You have to innovate. There were no
And
server
Wes
podcasts
said
at
that
the
if we ever
time.
got sponsored,
We thought
I
it was a
could
market
replace
that
this
was
cheap beer for
underserved.
free
Pun
beer.
intended.
Our goal was always to meet Ryan Reynolds.
Reynolds.
So we started a podcast.
Time for one more. Our next question comes from a friend of the show at Carter_86, who writes,
Hold on, I need another drink before we do this.
okay.
Wes,
Yeah, babe?
Are you still up? What time is it?
It's late.
And what are you doing? Watching porn?
No, I wish. I'm finishing up the pot with Avery.
Well, can you try to keep it down? You do know that I have work in the morning.
Sorry, was I being loud?
Yes, you're always being. It's like you're always shouting over someone for attention.
Just trying to bring some energy to the show.
Just try to keep it down. My work is absolutely important.
Okay. Oh. Okay. All right, I'm back. Let's hit those hard questions. Oh, hey, Bryce.
Hello, Avery. Good night, Wesley.
Night. Actually, I think that's all the time we have for emails this week.
Really? But I just opened this beer. Like, things were about to get weird?
It's getting late. I think we should probably wrap up the show.
Okay.
I'm Wes Greene for my co-host, Avery Davis, for all our friends of the Gratuitous Behavior.
Wes?
Listen, Avery, I gotta go. I'm just gonna leave this running, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Good night, Avery. I'm sorry.
Night, Wes. That was weird.
They got in this awkward passive-aggressive argument while you were gone.
Oh.
They always like that?
It's called being a couple.
Hey, just because you're in a couple doesn't mean you're necessarily doomed to a life of... Do you hear sex noises?
Oh, thank you for listening to another episode of the Gratuitous Behavior podcast. We'll be back next week with another take on the gratuitous serving industry. Jesus.
You gonna finish that beer or can...
That's mine.
See, the truth of me is I am not alone. When I got this girl back home, when she is gonna know. Next to you, I don't really care.